Hello and welcome to another episode of Lego Night Reviews. Today, I'm reviewing Superman. I got to check it out a bit earlier than most of you. By the time you're seeing this video, it's already the release date of the movie, July 11th. But I got to see it on July 8th because of the Amazon Prime early screening. And it was awesome. Now, this is supposed to be the start of the brand new DCU headlined by James Gunn. And obviously, we all saw the rise and fall, and kind of a little bit of rise and immediate fall of the DCEU. But we're not going to be talking about negatives here, right? I miss Henry Cavill. I wish he had, his movies were, I'm not going to shit talk them like everyone else does because it's already been done to death. But I wasn't the biggest fan. But I still think he could have been a great Superman if given a chance. But that is way behind us now. So let's go on with a new era. The film follows Clark Kent, who you may know as Superman, but to the rest of the world, he is a controversy. So when Lex Luthor sees it, he takes an opportunity to drag Superman's image down. The question is, does hope in a world like this that's all bleak remain still, or will Superman have to adapt? So yeah, the film, it's amazing. I really, really loved it. Superman himself, like I said, I do miss Henry Cavill. I think he could have been a great Superman. But David Cornswet, he absolutely knocks it out of the park. All right. After the whole Henry Cavill thing came to an end, I did kind of got curious, who would be a good Superman actor? And I looked through TikTok and I was like, this dude right here, David Cornswet. And I'm like, I haven't seen him in nearly anything. I mean, I haven't seen that Pearl movie, and I haven't seen any of his Netflix shows, but I was like, oh my goodness, this dude looks like Superman. So when that day came in June 2023, that he was announced to be Superman, I was like, wow, they freaking chose well. That would really only depend on how his performance went, and well, he delivered. I think he really balanced all of Clark's personality traits well. His hope and optimism, his badass side, his action hero side, all that. He did it extremely well. Would I ask anything to be fixed? Not really. I think they did Superman really well. Superman felt vulnerable. He wasn't a bulletproof character. Yes, while Superman can stand bullets, he still has to feel pain, doesn't he? And this film knocked it out of the park. Just like other recent Superman projects have, all the way 2020 Superman Man of Tomorrow, Superman and Lois, My Adventures with Superman, all great shows. But I'm glad that this is a more big Superman project that's going to be out there for people instead of just DC fans. But he's not the only one obviously carrying the film. You have Lex Luthor, who Nicholas Hoult just played him so well. All right, he was so petty, and we just gotta have a fucking hater in this universe. And what better than Lex Luthor, the original billionaire piece of shit. And obviously you have characters like Lois Lane, who they did really well, modernizing her without having her be a damsel, but also having her be a good character to not only follow along for her scenes in the movie, but also to see her chemistry with Clark. And the Clois content is awesome, all right? I don't know what's up with this decade with giving us just great Clois content, but they're knocking it out of the park. Better than last time. Like I said, I liked Henry Cavill, but those movies... But anyways, but this film isn't just about Superman. It shows us the Justice Gang, which, yeah, dumb name, but the movie's aware of it. Guy Gardner was a piece of shit. That was great. Even my brother liked him. He doesn't like jack shit. Hawk Girl. Imagine if there was two of them. And Mr. Terrific. Hey, wait a minute. I did a movie with that guy. It just released last year. Just kidding. Yeah, we're all pretty cool. Obviously, Mr. Terrific got the spotlight and the attention, and he stole the show, okay? I want to see him in more stuff. When I chose him for Cyborg, I was like, this is a cool character, but after seeing Superman, I was like, I want to see him in his own movie or show, whatever it goes. But, yeah, do I wish the other characters got attention? Well, I say you wish, but they're probably going to get attention soon. I mean, Hawk Girl, she's going to probably be on the main Justice League lineup whenever they introduce that. And Guy Gardner, well, he's already set to appear in the Green Lantern show. So that's a W. But yeah, overall, it's really good cast. You have other characters too. You have the Daily Planet crew, which they casted extremely well, all right? Especially Jimmy Olsen, Mr. fucking Rizmaster. All right? If you know, you know. They did him well, okay? I don't know why they're also like giving Jimmy Olsen like good attention, all right? It's like he got shot in Iraq in a fucking previous universe. And they called that their Jimmy Olsen and called it a day. I said I was gonna stop this shit talking. I'm sorry. Batman v Superman is just such a fucking bad movie. I'm sorry. I understand some hype for the Snyder stuff, but not all of it. All right. But yeah, this film though, I can see its flaws. I can see where it's not gonna land with people. Obviously, the comedy is not gonna be everyone's cup of tea. For me, it was, especially that spoiler alert part at the end where Crypto like just drags the shit out of Lex across the room like Hulk, except it's more cuter. And obviously the guy stuff, he's gonna get on people's nerves, but he could be quite hilarious sometimes. Probably because like Nathan Fillion is kind of natural and kind of playing douchebags, but still. Fuck! Sorry about that. I dropped something. But as for the action in this film, I think they did really great. You know, with Superman, like I said, they got him beat up, all right? Like, they showed he is not a fucking... Like, he may withstand a lot of pain, but doesn't mean he doesn't feel pain. He isn't fucking Novocaine, all right? Review coming soon. He can feel pain, okay? And I absolutely love that. And I think what really stands this film out across other Superman films in recent times is just the emotion of it. With like Superman, you have this inner conflict of where he belongs. Like, I can get why the title was originally going to be Legacy, you know? And while, yeah, the film technically doesn't fully, like James Gunn said, the film isn't about the past, it's about going forward. I think that title still definitely would have fit like a glove had it stayed. But I understand why it didn't. You know, because he does grapple with like who he is as a person because of his lineage. And while the film doesn't answer that part and with like his parents and their supposed message for his purpose on Earth, I like that. Not just because like it's a good sequel setup, but it's just like the way the film does it. They do say like it's not where you come from, it's what you do, and I think that's a really great message. You know, because especially in a time like this, you know, Superman, they're not afraid to admit it. Superman is an immigrant, right? And like that's such a bold thing to state out loud now, and you see like the fucking controversy is getting. I applaud them for that because yeah, Superman is woke. Okay, if you're expecting not to hear that, like I'm sorry, grow the fuck up. But yeah, I'm glad that they also leaned in that Superman isn't just a hero for a certain part of the world; he's for the whole world. And at the end, it's all about being human for him. And I love that speech at the end where he said, "I am human still." You know, that was a great moment. That felt like Superman to me. Like, I'm not gonna shit talk Man of Steel forever. Like, that film has its moments. You know, that first flight scene where he's flying in the Arctic, fucking masterpiece, right? And obviously Henry Cavill, despite how they wrote the character, you could tell in his performance he wanted to play Superman, right? And there were so many glimpses of potential in that film. But that film is so grounded in the sense that it wants to be Dark Knight so bad. And don't get me wrong, I get it. Dark Knight is a great film, all right? The Dark Knight trilogy was one of the greatest things to come out of, like, the comic book genre. But it was perfect because it was for Batman, right? That's what the dark and gritty era of, like, the superhero genre back in, like, the 2010s got wrong. It's not that people want gritty heroes. They want good heroes, and those films did it well. But something like Superman was never going to do it well. That's where the old universe fumbled, all right? With Henry Cavill, he had potential, and they fumbled it. I'm sad that he didn't get the chance to finish up properly, but not a lot of characters in that universe did. That's the unfortunate part. But all we can do is move forward. Think about a better tomorrow for the DC stuff. And I'm hopeful for what comes next. Like I said, I love what they did here. Making it a already established world. Having these already established heroes. There's lots of potential in this world. And I'm excited to see what they do with it. I just hope they've reached that potential because, and don't get me wrong, even though I'm shit-talking a lot of the DCU, mainly the Superman stuff, I still had aspects of that universe that I loved, alright? I love the Suicide Squad stuff, all right? Both movies, okay? It's shameless, but I love both of them. Especially the second one, okay? Like, I know I say this is in defense of the movies, but the second one is the way better one, mainly because of King Shark. So glad he's back. Blue Beetle, and I'm glad he's staying too. But Blue Beetle was such an important film, for me at least, because I'm Hispanic, I'm Mexican. So seeing a hero that looks like me on the big screen is great, even though not that many people went to see it. I don't blame that it didn't, when no one wanted to go see it. It's the fact that it was like released during a really bad time for movies. And obviously there was I think something like the Flash movie. I liked that movie for the most part. The ending fucking sucked, but still. And the Aquaman films, not my cup of tea, but I like knowing that my dad likes them. And even Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn was one of the best parts of the universe. And I will say it, even though I do like the Justice League 4-hour cut, I do kind of like the original cut. It's not a good movie by any means, but I also wouldn't mind watching it again. All right, especially because it's the one that looks way more bearable to look at. I'm sorry, the other one's 4 hours long, looks really gray. It's good, but it's a slog to get through. I'm sorry. And even the Shazam stuff, okay, kind of. Some stuff has not aged at all well, but I did love those movies. Well, I still like them. But yeah, there's stuff that I loved in that old universe. And even though I'm sad that it's gone, it's good. So DC has a chance to start over and do it properly this time. I'm glad we have Superman, and I'm excited to see what we have next. I'm excited to have a Batman, a Wonder Woman, a Flash, Green Lanterns. Fuck, even the Teen Titans, okay? I'm excited to see what comes next for DC. I really love them. I love both Marvel and DC so much. They are a huge part of my personality. Yes, I am obnoxious. And I'm really excited to see what they do with this new universe. So, go watch the movie. Don't just let my review, influence you. Go watch it for yourself. Well, do that with any movie, too. I'm not just saying that about, nerd stuff, all right? If you have a movie you really want to go see, go watch it. Just, obviously, be careful how you watch it, too. If you're going to watch in the theaters, be safe. And if you're going to watch it online, I'm not saying how, because I don't want to get in trouble. Just do it safely. Don't get a virus on your computer or something like that. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what the future of DC holds. Not just the DCU, because there's some good stuff to look forward to. I mean, hopefully we get video games in the future that don't fucking revolve around Batman all the damn time. A Flash game would be nice, or a fucking Superman game while we're at it. I'd like to fly around the fucking city at super speed. Anyways, so yeah, that's my review of Superman. What are your thoughts on it? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Are you passive about it? Are you just not into superhero films at all? I want to know your thoughts. Leave it in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Lego Night out.